continuing down the road towards reopening as we count down to the first day of school and the top 10 things that St. Rose is doing to ensure a safe reopening. On today's episode, we're down to number 7. Number 7, we are investing in new technology for our classrooms in order to have that synchronous learning where students could be in different places at the same time learning the same content. So we have our view boards in our classrooms. Right now I've connected one of our new devices, which is a document camera to the device, just to show you what this camera can see. Now this camera will also be connected to the virtual learning platform like Google Meet, or you might be familiar with other things like Zoom. So we're able to view what's going on within the classroom and connect it so that the people at home can see the classroom and be involved. Now, at the most of the part, we want the students at home to be able to see the teacher. So the camera can easily be rotated and the teacher can be on the camera teaching the class. The camera can be moved around so that it's set up for different things. And what I'm doing right now, it's not the best environment because I have a camera set up for me, but you can get the idea, right? So this could be used as a camera. It can be rotated if a student's presenting or answering a question and the students at home want to interact, they'll be able to see each other so that the students at home can see what's going on and the students that are in class can see the students at home, because we're able to also connect the computer to the view board so that the Google Meet can be up on the screen as well. As what's going on this screen, if a teacher is using it for academic purposes, right? Like in the course of their teaching, if they're writing and doing a math problem or working out something on formulas, for example, the students at home can also see that. And this is something that we've had at St. Rose since last year, and we're adding more and more to all of our classrooms. So instead of having a projector and a screen, it's now all into these 65-inch TVs, which are integrated with everything. But in this case, I have a whiteboard set up where I can certainly write, I can bring in images, I can bring in websites, I can go out to the internet and reference websites. It integrates with Zoom, and everything is done right here on the view board. So the view board will be seen for the students at home, and the document camera, which is something that's new that we've integrated for this synchronous learning. The other great thing about the view board, let me bring it, the document camera, I'll bring it right back up here. Let me just bring it up to HDMI 1. If a science teacher, for example, is doing a lesson and they need to demonstrate something, this happens a lot in the sciences. In order for the students to see at home, and also for the students that might be sitting in the back of the class who might have a hard time just seeing what I'm doing up front as the teacher, they will be able to see it happening here. So for example, let me just demonstrate this remote. If I come away and show this remote, I'm able to explain it, and the students that are in the back of the class can see what's going on because it's up on the big screen. And I can zoom in and get closer to the device. I can come out, I can record this so that students at home can watch it again, or students in the class who want to review the lesson. So there's a lot that these document cameras can do. They're meant for showing documents, but have so many other uses. So what we're trying to do is, because we have students who have selected 100% virtual learning, they still want the St. Rose education, but they're going to be doing it at home for right now. And the students who are on that group rotation, because they're out one day of the 4-day rotation, those students are going to be at home, and we still want them to be able to get the same education. So that's why we've invested in the technology in the classrooms, and also we're going to be working with the teachers to make sure that they leverage it in order to have a seamless transition back from being in school to the day that they're home and then back in school, right? That's the end goal. And while there's going to be kinks with everything, we are so proud of our teachers and our students on the way that they were able to transition back in March from being in the classroom every day to virtual. I mean, it was a seamless transition, and I'm very proud of the educators and teachers who really worked hard. Now, with this said, we do have our netiquette, which is our etiquette for having virtual learning, and I will refer to that. Teachers are going to refer to it and introduce it as well to our freshmen. When you are home, it's important to get out of bed, put on that uniform, sit in front of the computer, and do the same routine that you would if you were in school, because you feel better about yourself, you know that you're serious, you're putting yourself in the right mindset to begin your day, and it's so important. And then there's some other etiquette rules when it comes to working in class, muting your mic, and knowing when to ask questions and respond. So we've put together our netiquette, so take a look at that. So there it is, number 7. It's the technology in the classrooms that are gonna help us be safe so that we're able to have students in class and at home learning at the same time. That's number 7 as we count down the road to reopening. The top 10 things that St. Rose High School is doing to reopen successfully on tomorrow's episode, number 6.